The Dubai Chamber of Commerce and Industry, in cooperation with the Embassy of Belgium in the UAE, organised the UAE-Belgium Business Forum on the sidelines of a strong Belgian economic delegation headed by Her Royal Highness Princess Astrid, representative of His Highness the King of Belgium, during their visit to the UAE. Additionally, Dubai Chamber signed 2 Memorandum of Understanding with the Federation of Belgian Chambers of Commerce, Arab Belgium Luxembourg Chamber of Commerce and Brussels Enterprises Commerce and Industry, as well as another MOU with the Voca Antwerpen Waasland Chamber of Commerce.
We were receiving Her Royal Highness along with honourable ministers from Belgium, and we wanted to highlight the trading relationship that exists between the two countries and also talk about the achievements of Dubai, where Dubai is going, and how Belgium can play a strong part in that, and what our projections are based on the economies and sectors we are targeting and the regions. We can connect the Belgian business community abroad and here too, as Dubai is a very strong international business hub, and of course our job as Dubai Chamber is to represent, support and protect the interests of our business community here.
We're both very nicely located, centrally located. In the case of Brussels, of course, or Belgium in general, we are at the centers of the most affluent society in the world, in the sense that within 800 kilometers of Brussels, you have 500 million people with the highest standard of living in the world, which is really remarkable. And the other thing is we can offer a very nice location for people who want to do business in Europe and even beyond. The same thing, I think Dubai is offering the same facility here, so there's a lot of synergy on which is available between Dubai and Belgium. It's incredible that trade between Belgium and the United Arab Emirates is being growing at an incredible rate, 5–6% yearly for the last few years. So we are on the right track, but as businessmen, we should never sit back and relax. We should always keep driving this. There are a lot of scope of investments in Belgium in particular, in the question of being headquarters, in real estate, in a lot of industries for things which can be assembled in Belgium for distribution in the area. So we have very similar situation, and as I said, cooperation is absolutely must. We're hoping actually on behalf of the Arab-Belgian Chamber of Commerce in particular, our task is really to facilitate trade, and we do not favor one side on the other. By our nature, by our name, we are the Arab-Belgian Luxembourg Chamber of Commerce. So we'd like to facilitate, and I think Dubai also have this international view as well. So I think this MOU should further increase the contacts, and we are actually can be anybody's agency in Belgium in the sense that we are there. We have been there for the last 35 years. The UAE is one of the starters. We were one of the inaugurators of the Chamber of Commerce in Belgium, and it can act as a point of contact with the rest of Europe even. So we are very much anxious that this MOU present us, although we have a lot of members from Belgium, I don't think we have the right number from the Arab world. So we're hoping this MOU will address this imbalance in the relationship.
As Belgium has very high standards in terms of quality of products and the types of products, and of course in terms of sustainability for the environment, in combination with agro-processing. Of course, we talked also about a tourism collaboration as well, because there's a very high potential. Trade, of course, because the compound annual growth rate, the compounded growth rate was at 28%, so it's very strong for a European country. The aviation sector as well is also another strong prospects as well. So these are the things, and we find it very important to continuously engaging our stakeholders. The world is changing. The growth rates and the rate of change and technology and know-how is exponential these days. So, and the competition is tougher. So Dubai, especially since we are looking at the year of innovation in 2015, has to tap into a lot of these markets. And a lot of these mature markets, they do invest a lot of time into know-how, into research, development, and this is something maybe that we need to import as well. So it's very important to keep in touch with the changes because, as I said, they're exponential, and Dubai has to always remain relevant.